Hi everybody. I've never really done any kind of commentary like this on my own, so this is basically just going to be me talking about what we see on the screen and why I did what I did. So, alright, let's get to it. Neumann Cascade. I think I'm saying that right. I probably would never put my hide out on their garbage dump, but I guess nobody would think to look there normally. Alright, for these guys, yeah, just the machine gun works fine. Everything else just is kind of a little bit of a slower kill. If they hit the ground, they kind of take off, so they can sort of get you quick. Now for these guys, they have a bit of invincibility frame when they first pop out of the ground. So you gotta kind of take it slow with them. If you run too far or too fast, they'll get you faster than you think. These cars are pretty easy, you just duck down. Now for this next one, you see this little ramp. You don't want to duck on that because if you're on the ramp, she just kneels down and she gets hit with the missile. Yeah, for this boss, it took me a few tries to realize that the arcing bombs, the B weapon, seems to make short work of them. Normally, if he's not dead by then, he's going to start swinging his tail on the ground. You got to jump over that 3 times. Then he just digs down and goes to the other side and starts over. For this part here, the homing weapon works fine. You can really use anything. I like the homing weapon when there's nothing else. Just it gives me a lot of mobility. I've always been a fan of homing weapons in games just because of that. Ooh, just did barely dodge that one. If you go up there, if you climb that wall, there's the alternate ending. It's like a silly ending with a few fun bosses. I'll probably do that at some point. Oh no! Where are you taking me? The virtual zone? It's just like a big Oculus Rift, isn't it? Yeah, this boss isn't too much. Again, I'll stick with my homing weapon just to keep myself mobile. You get a weapon after every boss. Well, every one of the first 3 bosses. Then you get the centaur guy. These arrows sort of home in on you, but they can be destroyed. So again, the homing weapon is good, mostly just because it's a sort of wide arcing explosion. Or wide arcing shot, I should say. Now for these guys, I like to switch over to the little arcing bombs there. They're usually in good range to get hit, and it makes decent work of them. Everything else, just because you're moving around a lot, it takes a little bit longer than it probably should. Now we get to the actual fight. Obviously, the red tile is what you want to be going for. There's the homing weapon will target it, no problem. But the laser actually makes pretty quick work of this boss. If you see there, I got to the first part, before he got a second set of attack out on me. For this, I like to jump just to be fancy, but you can actually duck down and miss all of those, miss getting hit by those. Now for this, I'll switch over to the homing gun. Just this boss can get kind of annoying. It drops those things underneath, but it's mostly the tail that shoots out at you that can be a problem. And that's that. Oh, it's game over for you. And be careful, you might have a continue. And that's that. Stage clear. On to the next one.